Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Got a bunch of knives in there glued up, waiting on epoxy to dry. So I figured we'd do another little project today. And we're going to use one of my knives. We're going to use the J-nail Skinner. I'm going to claim this one as mine, because one didn't get sold, so I'm going to keep this one. It's funny, I've got a bunch of knives, but all the popular kind, I don't have any because I've sold mine. So I'm going to use this one. Got a call last night, right after dark. My cousin called me. He said, I got you something. So we got us a coon. We're going to skin him today. This is going to be my hat. I've wanted a coon skin hat for a long time. Hang him up like this by the tendons, or her. Same way to do a deer. I've got a small game barrel, the little small ones. Who knows where it's at? I loaned it to somebody, I think. But I know there's 1,000 coon skinning videos out there, so I'll show you how I get it started. Not going to show the gory part. You know, nobody wants to see that. And we're going to check the meat, and if it's good, I was going to cook it today, cook some of it over the fire, but it's very, very dry. It's very, very windy today, and I don't want to be the guy that sets the neighborhood on fire. So we have to wait and do that later, if the meat's any good. A friend of mine killed some squirrels last week. Squirrel season's been in well over a month, and it's so hot we hadn't got cold. They still had the little worms and parasites, and we call them woofs. Still had that in there. Same thing with wild rabbits. So I don't know if the meat's going to be any good. If it's not, of course I'm not going to eat it. But if it is, I'll just have to soak it, and then I'll put it in the freezer till some other time, because I don't want to build a fire right now. Just cut your little circle all the way around both legs. But don't cut. Make sure you don't cut that tendon that's hanging on. You didn't fall on the ground. Ask me how I know. And the one I cut that fell was actually a deer, not a coon. So it makes a big mess. Plus everybody laughs at you if there's anybody around. Alright, we got our circle. Now we're going to cut down this leg. You want to be proper about it, politically correct, I guess you say, to the vent. But y'all know what that is. The vent's right up under the tail. And as the skin starts coming down, try not to get any of the hair on the meat. That'll taint your meat. But it happens. It happens to all of us. cold. It's a lot easier to do it if it's warm, but this one's cold. By the time I went and got him last night, it was already after dark. And I was pretty tired, been in the shop all day. But while we're talking, thank you for all the knife orders. I appreciate those. Got a few more going out tomorrow. We have by no means hurt the coon population where this one came from down at our hunting camp. There are hundreds and hundreds of them. So we hadn't heard anything there. Pretty much handwork. Here we try to save that tail. Have to do the tail when it's all off. As you can tell, there's not a lot of fat on this thing. Not like it should be this time of year. The weather all over the country is just crazy. Heard from a buddy of mine in Ohio this morning. They're running around in t-shirts. And it's supposed to be cold up there by now. And don't hit your head on that thing either. Look, now we're getting nasty. That's where the bullet hit him. Alright, it's getting a little bloody. So I'm going to turn the camera off right now. I'll turn it back on when I get done. I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, we have a skint coon. Looked all over it. That rooster thinks he's next, I think. I've looked all over it, and it looks fine to me. I don't see any bugs, any worms, anything like that. So I'll put him in some soak here. Soak him in some salty water. We'll do that in just a little bit. Let me show you the hide. Of course, I goofed up around the face a little bit. I got most of it, but I slipped a few times. And I pulled the very, very tip of the tail off, but I don't think it'll matter. Now, I need to flesh that hide. Let me see if I got a fleshing knife. Just like my little knives, everything I get I sell. I think I've got one in there. Let me get a fleshing knife and show you just a couple of minutes of that. Alright, the only fleshing knife I've got that I can use is one that's not finished. Not even close to being finished. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll this up, put it in a plastic bag and put it in the refrigerator till probably tomorrow, the next day. And that's supposed to turn cooler too. It's almost 80 degrees right now, so the flies are starting to come around. You might can see them. So I think I'll wait a day or two. As long as I keep them in the refrigerator, it'll be fine. Then I'll soak it in just a little bit of water, dampen it good, and then we'll do a different video on fleshing. And I've got some stretchers and all. We'll put it on there and I'll show you how I do it. A lot of people leave them whole in a tube, and that's fine. But I want to stretch this one out tight, get it as thin as I can get it. So that's going to make me a nice hat out of that. But let's see, I'm bending over here. Alright, hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for your support. And we'll see you next time. Oh, wait a minute. Go to Wallace Knife Works on Facebook. Those of y'all who don't know, my buddy J0 in Ohio, he's got a good video out. Came out yesterday. Y'all go over there and watch his channel. Good guy. Thanks.